As we know that we are learning the grammar, especially, actually, I would say instead of saying grammar, we are learning these words in a faster way, by attaching these and grouping them in a system. So let us start, and we know that we learn grammar using TPI, or total physical interaction, which is what? Action, please. Hear it, see it, taste it, say it, show it, love it, and do it together. Wonderful. So, just as a revision, so can you translate with actions? Huwa, he. Right hand, right side. Home, they. Anta, you. Ana, I. Antum, you all. Nahnu, we. All right. So let us just do the Arabic. Huwa, home.
Huwa hum,
Anta, ana.
anta ana,
Antum, nahnu.
antum nahnu.
It's like warm-up exercise. Every time you fly in the aeroplane, always they'll tell you how to tie the seat belt. So we always keep this warm-up. So once again, can you say it with me? Huwa, home.
Anta ana, antum
Once
nahnu.
again.
Huwa hum, anta ana, antum
Last
nahnu.
time.
Huwa hum, ana, antum nahnu.
Now I would like, as I said, to sit together. So teach each other, revise this.
Huwa, he,
Yes.
who,
Okay. Who are you?
huwa,
He,
hum,
they,
anta,
you,
ana,
I,
antum,
you,
Okay,
all.
class.
you all. Okay.
We learned that Arabic words are of three types. What are they? Ism, fi'l, and harf. Ism is noun, fi'l is verb, and harf article. Whatever is not verb, whatever is not a noun is harf. That's very simple. So ism, fi'l, harf. What are they? Ism, fi'l, harf. Again, ism, fi'l, harf. Now, in this class, we'll start with some of the particles. But before we go there, let us just revise. Kitabun means a book. And what is the book?
Al-kitab.
Al-kitab. The letter actually means the. And because in Arabic you don't start with silent letters, like start, That's why maybe you may have seen some people from some countries, I don't want to name them, they say start, and some people say start, or street, or street. So Arabic has no starting with silent letters, so to say. That's why a temporary a is added, and that's why it is al. Okay? Al. Otherwise, a is not part of it. It is the red letter lam. E means the. For example, and the book. How do you say it? And the book. Wal kitab. Wa il kitab. Wal kitab. You don't say wa al kitab. And the book. No. Wal kitab. So it is not a there. It is e, which is giving the message of the. Alright, so al-kitab, the book. Kitabun, al-kitab. Alright, so kitabun, al-kitab. Talib, al-talib. And malik, al-malik. We learned that a king, the king. And that's why we have Jami'atul Malik, University of the King, Al-Malik Fahd. Okay. So, just as a revision, what is Ana Talib? A, B, C, D, think about it. I will ask you after a while, 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
I am a student.
And I am a student.
And wa,
Oh, yes. I think.
Okay, A, B, C, D,
D.
E. And what is and? Ana, I, talib, student, and I am a student. Signs of a noun are therefore you can have e in the beginning, like at-talib or al-kitab, or at the end you can have an in, like kitabun. I told you kitaban, kitabin. That is a sign of subject. On, kitaban is sign of object, and in is after preposition, and that adds a lot of richness to Arabic language, as we saw in the last class, that you can play around the words, and also you can add emphasis to different words. Okay, so which one you want to add emphasis to the object, you put object first, and sometimes you have two objects. For example, I gave a book to you. So now there are two objects, a book and to you. So in Arabic, I can put you first. That means I'm emphasizing you. That means I gave a book, but it is not clear to whom, so I will put kitaban. Or you first, or kitab first, or the subject first, or the. So depending on where you want to emphasize, you can have variety. All right, so let us learn some more. Hal is a question word. It can mean different things because you know there is no. You have seen there is no is, and, are, do in Arabic. So everything is hal. In fact, have, had, everything is hal. Na'am is yes. Okay, so we were saying, for example, hal anta talib. What does it mean? Hal anta talib? Are you a student? So what do you say? Na'am ana talib. Yes, I am a student. So can you answer me? Hal anta talib?
Naam ana talib.
Na'am ana talib. Again, hal anta talib?
Naam ana talib.
Can we ask each other?
هل أنت طالب؟
نعم أنا طالب. هل أنا طالب؟
نعم أنا طالب. Yes, I am a student.
Why didn't you say
Okay,
no?
class.
لا.
And you
La.
can keep on, adding this hal huwa talib or hal Muhammad talib, al Khalid talib, or whatever.
8 words into
I was in Malaysia in giving this course, and I met a strange person, an interesting person. He says, I can teach 300 sentences in 1 hour of Arabic. I said, come on, how is that possible? And he said, well, Talib, Khalid, whatever, now huwa, anta, now keep joining, do all the permutation and come huwa talib, anta talib, ana talib, Khalid talib, and you can have 5-6 sentences right here. So, and then talib, and then rajul, then, just add. So, that was interesting. And we learned this also. What is this? Kitab. And this is qalam. This is sa. This is wal. And what did I say? Your book? Kitabuka.
Kitabi.
My book. And your pen?
Kalamuka.
Kalami.
So ka and e is your and mine. Actually, ka means you also when it comes in the end. So you can translate like pen you. So you just join it, your pen. Okay. And similarly, sa'atuka, your watch. Sa'ati,
My watch.
watch my. You see, at the end it is advantage. And I told you about Arabic. You talk about the object first. What are you talking about? And then is it attribute or who it belongs to and so on. Alright, so this was kitabuka, kitabi, kalamuka. Right, so we also learned now who, whom, ka, e, kitabuka, kitabi, and kitabukum, kitabuna. Okay, so plurals is kum and na. Now this who, whom, ka, e, kum, na are the suffixes, right? They come attached to nouns. Okay, so can you let's practice only suffixes. Okay, like this, let's say 5-6 times. So after me, who, whom,
whom,
ka, I,
Ka, I,
kum, na,
whom, na,
who, whom,
whom,
ka, I,
ka, I,
kum, na,
kum, na,
who, whom,
whom,
ka, I,
ka, I,
kum, na.
kum, na,
Can you say it with me?
whom, ka, I, whom, na,
Again.
whom, ka, I, whom, na,
Last time.
whom, ka, I, kum, na,
Teach each other.
whom, ka, I, whom, na,
whom, ka, I,
kum, na.
Yes.
Okay, class.
Yes.
So now we can attach any noun to these. Who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. In fact, we can attach any preposition also, any verb also. That's why, let me just tell you something interesting about Arabic language here. Why we have these attachments like this. You see, in English, we have 3 types of pronouns. What are they? First of all, like he, they, and by the way, English always starts with first person. I, you, and he. Arabic starts with third person. Okay, huwa, because the root of the verb comes from here. So third and second and first. So it is like, I don't know, you call it humility or whatever, first, third, and the second, and the last is you. He, they, you and I, and you all, and we. Okay? Now, in English, these are personal pronouns. Okay? And then there are possessive pronouns. What are they? His, their, your, and mine, and then your, and our. And then there are, maybe you forgot the English, that's fine. Object pronouns, these are possessive. Okay, and then there are object pronouns. What do you mean by object pronouns? I gave the book to him. Okay, him, them, you. So now English also has a lot of mess up, okay? This is here, but then these two are like this. Anyway, and then me, you, and us. What Arabic did is it has huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu, but this is combined. You just have one system, hu, hum, ka, I, kum, na. Now, when it comes with objects like kitabuhu, kitabuhu, kitabuka, kitabi, kitabukum, kitabuna. Now, for example, if I say, let us say nasara. Nasara means helped. Okay, nasara, we'll learn this word later on. Nasara means he helped. So suppose somebody, nasara, helped him. Nasara who? So same thing. Nasara hum. Nasara ka, he helped you. Nasara ni. Nasara kum. Nasara na. So when it comes with verb, it is object pronouns. When it comes with noun, it is possessive pronoun. So basically, you don't have to learn more. Instead of 2 columns, you just have 1 column, which is who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. Okay, you just attach it to either to nouns, prepositions. You will see. You don't have to worry about it. As of now, just learn who, whom, ka, I, kum, na. And I hope, first day I posted this quiz. just one word, one sentence, and I think maybe 100 answered. Second, it was 80. Third, it was 40. So it is going down, huh? But I hope it becomes stable. Otherwise, it takes a lot of time to prepare those things, and I'm also investing a lot of time. So please, spare. Actually, it is for you, and in fact, sometimes the answer is too obvious because people have answered it. So one of my friends suggested, why don't you have Google quiz? Just click there, and then you have in the Google there everybody is tested individually instead of just following. Oh yeah, the answer is there anyway. So make sure that you learn that. Otherwise, it is like for memory system, especially for languages and any other subject. Spending 1.5 hours here is like, you prepare a land and you cultivate it. You prepare the land, you put the seeds, you clean the weeds. For 1.5 hours, so tomorrow you have to come and give water for 10 minutes. Okay? Otherwise this will happen. So we always have some surprises, huh? So let us see. So otherwise what will happen is plants will die down. So you have to spend every day at least 10 minutes or 5 minutes to revise them and practice. And that way you can easily learn. And in fact, let me tell you one thing. According to psychologists, there's a book written by a psychologist. His name is, the book name is 59 Seconds. 59 Seconds. It's a very interesting book if you want to read. And he's a professor in psychology. He said, the guys like Stephen Covey, Anthony Robbins, and others, they are not experts in psychology. They are not PhD, and they are professors of psychology. And these guys are ruling the world, kind of. Everywhere you go, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Developed. So this professor got kind of agitated. He said, let me do the research. Really, what they are saying, is it true? For example, you must have heard a story that they did a study on Harvard students who had a plan and a vision as to what they want to become, and something like that. And then after 30 years, they studied the same people, and they really became great. And this professor said, let me go and check the Harvard records. There was no such study. It's all fake propaganda by these success gurus, okay, who keep giving you stories like that just to sell their ideas. Anyway, you can read that book. So in that book he said, if you are doing research, okay, if you're doing any problems with mathematics or your engineering, and you are there continuously for 1 or 2 hours, you have to take out your mind to something completely different for 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So your brain becomes more efficient when you come back to the subject. Okay, your brain becomes more efficient when you come back to the subject, and you become, so this can be taken as a useful diversion. I know there are so many diversions these days. You have to look for some. But anyway, so let us see. Okay, so we have ism, fi'l, and harf, and also today we will talk about how to make feminine gender for nouns and the plurals. We have learned huwa, and this one is he, she. And anta for you, and for girls, anti. And also to make feminine, you just put round ta at the end, which is actually tali batun, but when you stop there, this becomes ha. Okay, talibah. You know, I don't pronounce that heavily, but it is actually talibah. Talibah. Okay, talib is student, so feminine will be talibah. Ustaz is professor, male, so female professor will be ustada. Ustada. Okay. Similarly, kabir is big, so female big will be kabira. Kabira. And saghir is the small, so female will be saghira. So I will give you the males and you give me the female words, feminine words. Talib, Ustaz, Kabir,
Kabira.
Saghir,
Saghira.
Once again, Talib,
Talib.
Ustaz, Kabir,
Kabira.
Saghir,
Saghira.
Okay, ask each other.
Talib,
طالبة
Ustaz,
أستاذة
Kabir,
كبيرة
Talib,
طالبة
Sagir,
صغيرة
Kabir meaning,
كبيرة. كبير meaning is big.
and Ustaz,
أستاذ professor.
Professor.
Yes. صغير small.
Okay, class.
Yes.
So here I have written the form of Talib, Taliba, Saad, Ustada, Kabir, Kabira, and Saghir, Saghira.
Large.
Alright, so let us make sentences. For example, if I say Huwa Talib, he is a student, you will say Hiya Taliba.
Who?
Okay? So give me the feminine forms. Huwa Talib,
Hiya
Hiya
Taliba.
Taliba. Huwa Ustad,
Hiya
Hiya
Ustad.
Ustada. Huwa Saghir, Huwa Kabir,
Hiya Kabira.
Kabira. Huwa Saghir,
Hiya Sagira.
Saghira. Once again, Huwa Talib,
Huwa Taliba.
Huwa Ustad, Hiya Ustad.
Hiya Ustaz.
Huwa Kabir,
Hiya Kabira.
Huwa Saghir,
Hiya
Saghira.
Ask each other.
Huwa Talib.
هي طالبة.
Huwa Ustaz.
هي أستاذة.
Huwa Kabir.
هي كبيرة.
Huwa Sagir.
هي صغيرة. Let's do it with no. We don't know. I don't know. With Anta.
Okay, class. If you want to say you, it is anta. And for feminine, it will be
Anti.
So let us do that exercise. Anta talib,
Anti
anta
طالبة.
talibah. Anta ustad,
Anti أستاذة.
ustada. And anta kabir,
Anti Kabira.
anta saghir.
Anta Sagira.
Once again, anta talib,
Anti Taliba.
anta ustad,
Anti أستاذة.
anta kabir,
Anti Kabira.
anta saghir.
Anti Sagira.
Ask each other.
Anta Talib.
أنت طالبة. أنت أستاذ.
Anti Ustaza.
أنت كبيرة.
Anti Kabira.
أنت كبير. أنت صغير.
Anti Sagira.
Okay, class. We also learned like Kitabuhu, his book. Kitabuha will be her book. Ha is her. Okay? So I will say his book and you will say her book. Kitabuhu.
كتابها.
Ha. Similarly, Qalamuhu.
كلامها.
Qalamuha. Sa'atuhu.
ساعتها.
Sa'atuha. Similarly, Jawaluhu.
جوالها.
Jawaluha. Once again, Kitabuhu.
كتابها.
Qalamuhu.
Kalamuha.
Sa'atuhu.
Sa'atuha.
Jawaluhu.
Jawaluha.
What will be his room?
Gurfatu.
Ghurfatuhu. And her room?
Gurfatuha.
Ghurfatuha. Okay? So, okay, ask each other these words.
غرفته
غرفتها
كتابه
كتابها
سيارته
سيارتها
ساعته
ساعتها
جواله.
جوالها. You know, it's almost similar to my language. Like we have the masculine and feminine. Like for example, for masculine, most of the time we use O at the end, like this. For example,
Okay, class.
it's like
Which language?
So you have kitabuhu, qalamuhu, qalamuha, and so you did it already.
Portuguese.
Okay, now let us learn the last point in this
Really?
feminine gender case, which is the plurals. Taliba, it will be talibat. Talibat is plural. By the way, his name will be? His name. Ismuhu. Her name? Ismuha. Her name. Okay. So taliba will become talibat. Okay. I don't know if I have this transliteration. Anyway, taliba, talibat. Ustada,
Ustadat.
So add
Plural.
at the end. Kabira,
Kabirat.
Saghira,
Saghirat.
Once again. Taliba,
Talibat.
Ustada,
Ustadat.
Kabira,
Kabirat.
Saghira,
Saghirat.
again. Taliba,
Talibat.
Ustada,
Ustadat.
Kabira,
Kabirat.
Saghira,
Saghirat.
Ghurfa,
غرفة
Ghurfat. Right? Okay. Ask teacher.
Talibat.
طالبات
Ustada.
أستاذات
Kabira.
كبيرات
Saghira.
صغيرات غرفة
Gurfat.
غرفة.
Okay, class. What is watch in Arabic?
Sa'at.
Sa'a. Plural will be? Sa'at. Similarly, university? Jami'ah. Plural? Jami'at. Okay, Sa'a, Sa'at. Jami'ah, Jami'at. Okay, Ghurfa, Ghurfat. Actually, Ghurfat, but anyway, slight change. Alright, so that was about some of the feminine forms, feminine gender forms. Now, I will just switch for a while to our talk on the surah, the chapter from that we recite every day in our prayer when we stand. So for the others who are not familiar, it will give you an idea. And also it is, as I said, nice to know as a part of